Good morning and welcome to the Pulse of Nigerian Politics right here on Morning Pulse. My name is Sharon Enemchuku and I'm joined in the studio as usual by my beautiful co-host in person of Ifo. Oh, please, that stunning co-host. You look really beautiful
thank you,
this morning.
Thank you so much. And you look enchanting.
You look really good. Loving the
It's the goodness of God.
It's radiating. I can see it.
Thank you.
Mr. Daniel, don't get too jealous. Don't get too jealous. You look good. You look
good. He's always representing.
I know, I look at the mirror.
Blow your
I look at the mirror.
Of course.
I'm good.
Mr. Oladimeji, we are loving this green on green. It's giving Nigeria. You look good, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, so thank God
it's all one bear.
Yes.
Favorite day of the week.
Exactly. Mine too.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing? All right. We go straight to the stories that we have for today. We're going to first of all look at the Anambra situation, where we have the recent voter registration that was announced on Thursday, where it was initially over 168,000 new applications. But after they have done their cleanup and all of that, it was now reduced to 146,353 votes because they had to cancel 27,817 double or multiple registrations. And that's for that. Now, moving on to the next, Amnesty International has called on the federal government to end the recurring killings in the southeast regions, all right? And this is something that that I think really needs attention, especially from the federal government. For the third story, the Niger state government has banned any form of religious preaching in the state and ordered anyone who wants to preach to obtain a license. This one was quite funny when I saw it, but we're going to move over to the first story, starting from Anambra State. The elections are forthcoming on November 8th, the gubernatorial elections in Anambra State, and the recently conducted registration, we're already seeing the results, but I don't know if I'm impressed. What about, I don't know, Mr. Daniel, are you impressed with the numbers you're seeing?
Well, it's not really given. Let me borrow your language. It's not given, and it shows that people have not just really understand the reality on grounds. That the best way to start a revolution is to start with your voters registration, your card. That's where revolution starts from. That's where change comes from. And these are the identity. These are the basicity of good governance. You know, that will prompt good governance, and you know, the best way to showcase anger
to do more. You understand? That's my take on it.
To coming to you, Mr. Oladimeji, do you agree with them? Do you think the 1 week for voters registration is enough or not enough? And how do you see the sensitization that INEC has been doing so far? Is it enough in your own perspective?
Let me clarify something first. The 1 week is for the online registration.
Yes.
And not the exercise itself. The exercise still runs into 2026, I think February.
I'm talking about the gubernatorial elections.
You said?
The gubernatorial elections in Anambra State.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, forgive me. It is obvious to all of us that a population like that in Anambra, I think Anambra should stand at, I can't remember the population precisely of Anambra now.
2 million.
So if they are giving 1 week to Anambra to, it is indigenous to go and register. Let's do the math. Divide the population by the week and see the number of people that you think you can register in a day. So that's the problem. 1 week is not enough for the registration, and I wonder why there is always a fire brigade approach in things we do in this country. INEC knew about this off-season election long time ago, and preparation should be smooth, unhinged, because you had
5 million,
time on your hands to plan for that election. But here we are, deliberately limiting the week of registration. I wonder for what reason, what purpose that is. But I know that in this country, when things happen, especially in our institutions of government, there is always that political reason. Though we may not see the reasons clearly now, but I'm sure that that unreasonable decision to give a week. I'm not sure it's 7 days. That would be 5 days because we can't count Saturdays and Sundays.
No, sometimes they actually extend it.
But do they extend it to Sundays?
They do. Yes, they extend it to
nice.
Sundays.
Okay.
I was really keeping tabs with them. Then they extended it to Sundays and some part of the week. But I think it's not still enough. Yes.
There is this challenge currently. I don't know if it happened with the Anambra State election. Even with the current general registration that is going on, many of these venues or these centers for registration are inactive. There are no personnel.
Yes.
So I'm sure that
Somebody made a comment on X that they went to register at a particular place that INEC has said that they should go and register, and there was nobody there.
No, I think that's what they're actually saying. I can actually say
it's not peculiar to a site in the country, it's a place in the country. So in Lagos, it is currently happening. There are some spots that have been designated and INEC officials are not found.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They are never available.
That's true.
I found out one by myself and I confirmed it.
Okay, I really want to say something concerning this. Can I? Okay, can I say something concerning? I think all the awards in Anambra, they had what's it called, representatives
Not
from
all.
Not all.
Wait,
there are people that came out to complain.
Calm down. The reason why I'm saying this is because I know that core members participated in this, and I was in the forum where these core members were mobilized. I asked every one of them, and they said that they were deployed to all the wards.
So according to
deploying people to all the wards.
Let me just clarify that. They said that All Saints Primary School. So we can, in case it's a lie, people can also confirm. At All Saints Primary School Onisha, which was among the center INEC posted on X, that he was told that they are not conducting anything like voters registration, that he was so disappointed on hearing it. Until now, he has not registered even while he's still in Anambra State. So that's what. Continue.
Okay, there's possibility of that, but I
know
that
there are places where they have issues.
Centers, yes, and there was something that they said was really kind of the issue there, that some persons were coming for card loss and they were requesting for new cards. That's why I still mentioned the sensitization program. You understand? Somebody that they will tell that you can't register twice, that the system will decline your card or wipe your card. The person will still be insisting to register.
They are saying that there was nobody there at all, not even about
what I'm saying that is
that
there might be possibility. That's what I'm saying right now. But the data I gathered, it was like everybody,
it was not correct.
This was represented.
The All Saints Primary School was left unattended to. But anyways, I think at this point, INEC needs to continue. They need to sit up and revisit all of these concerns that they're having.
Yes.
The All Saints Primary School in Onitsha was left unattended to after it has been listed as part of the venues for INEC registration. Then that's not right. You are disenfranchising those people and stopping them from voting. So and then we have to wrap up. Sorry.
Okay, I wanted to add something because I don't think anybody kind of mentioned it during our conversation. There were feedbacks from both voters and even INEC officials. They said that the system keeps having network glitch. So it's something that INEC really need to fix as fast as possible. I just wanted to add that.
All right. This is the same glitch that they had in 2023, and it's such a sad situation if they're yet to fix it, because we have the 2027 elections coming up. Now, moving on to the next story, also about the Southeast. Amnesty International has pleaded with the federal government to end the recurring killings in the Southeast. You know, we've had our attention on the North for a long while now, but they are coming to bring the attention of the federal government to the Southeast. Now, according to them, they revealed in August that no fewer than 1,844 people were killed in the Southeast between January 2021 and June 2023. The group also alleged that the killings were not only carried out by gunmen, cult groups, and so forth, but also the military and police. The country director of Amnesty International, in person of Issa Sanusi, noted that the silence of the Southeast governors to its inquiries on the killings demonstrated their lack of commitment on that. So this was what caught my attention. According to the Amnesty group, they said that they sent out, they tried to get the attention of these Southeastern governors to have a sort of inquiry into the situation of things and into what is being done, and nobody responded. And this group is an international group that is in over 30-something countries around the world, and they are interested in humanitarian deeds and making sure there is no violence against humans globally. So it's not just a Nigerian situation. And they reached out to not just the state governors, they reached out to the army, to the police, even to the federal government, and nobody said anything to them. Now, this lackadaisical attitude when it concerns giving audience to a group that wants to understand what exactly is going on, how many have died, what is it that we are doing, what's the way forward. Mr. Oladimeji, what do you make of that in its entirety?
Yesterday we were discussing the Northern Elders Forum requesting for a state of emergency in the security sector in the north. Today, the region are clamoring for the same security issues.
Yes.
But where is our Mr. President? The Mr. President is on leave.
Yes.
The president has traveled again, no?
Yes.
So, we reside within a geographical space where there is a complete disconnect between the governed and the governors. When I mean the governors, I don't mean state governors now, I mean the political leaders.
Yeah.
That's the state we are, where the president, despite the call yesterday by the Northern Elders Forum on a matter as grave as security, the man is still on leave. Today, the South is calling, and they are telling you that this killing is one too many in their region. I have heard I can't remember the year, and I can't remember the president right now of America. When there was an incident and he was out of the country, he had to return abruptly. Now that is the leader that is, how do I put it now, that reports to the people, that's responsible to the people, not the one who knows that, who owns it in his mentality, in his calls, that your vote is not important to me. Because that is the signs I am seeing here. When issues such as security, because all of these issues are of national security, of national interest.
Yes.
They are great. Two states are not just being affected. States, a region. Now we're having another region, which goes to explain that the country is not settled security-wise. But the president of the nation, the presidency is unconcerned. The military personnel are not just interested in charging up the presidency to wake up its responsibility. I don't know what's going on, and that's why some people have been, are confused right now.
Yeah.
If indeed, our security apparatus is really what it was called.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Oladimidi. Now, coming over to you, Mr. Daniel. Now, do you think that international actors such as the likes of the Amnesty International are being shut out from documenting the security situation in the country? And if so, what does this mean for us as a country?
Definitely they will be shut out. That's what it is, because security things are not something you make public. It's normal. You can't come in there to see how things are going. That's normal, that's security things. I want to extend a little further to say that majority of the presidents we have and our
Governors.
Our president we have now,
Okay.
I might say he's not really serious to end the insurgencies and all the problems we have, because as a president you need to go further.
Yes.
You need to leave your confine of your zone one. You need to discard the so-called security chiefs, because most of the times they will only tell you what they think you should hear. They won't tell you the reality of things. Now, what I think the president should have done is simple, and that will give his administration a lot of credence. What he would have done is, Southeast that has been having an issue, it wouldn't take him anything gathering the state actors, bringing everybody together.
Okay.
What is the situation, or what is the problem of this region?
Okay.
It doesn't take you. When you were canvassing for vote, you came to Owerri. Under the guys, everybody was there. So is it a big deal if he comes back to December or wherever he thinks that will be safe for him? And you gather everybody, the whole region. What is the problem? Let's leave protocols.
Yeah.
Keep protocols aside.
Yes.
Let's sit down.
Headway.
How do we tackle this issue? You are hearing it one-on-one. Nobody is coming to tell you.
No middleman.
No middleman. You are there with everybody.
Yeah.
And people will hear your own mind. That is how you solve an issue.
Communication.
That communication. People will. The region will give him a lot of kudos and appreciate him, because he has left Abuja to come down. Then you go to the Northeast. Find out what the real people, not those people that think they are the middlemen. You come to the Southwest. What are we agitating for? What is the problem? Bring it to the table.
Yes.
Everybody is telling you, see. This is what we want. If we do it like this, we get it's okay. we will be able to
compromise.
Yes, we will be able, my administration will be able to do maybe 40% now. Then the 60 might be, we'll scatter it. You have solved an issue. You solved the problem halfway. Everybody will now be looking at, and when you say things, you do it. That's one of the things I like whenever I talk about the recent southeastern governors we have now. They tell you they are doing this. You see what they are saying in action. Not waiting till next week. Not waiting.
Next week is even.
That's what I'm saying. Not even waiting till this. You see the action, the blueprint, and it starts functioning.
Yes.
So these are things. This is what a president who wants to change the narrative should do. Leave protocol. At times, you leave protocols. You keep protocols aside. You tackle this issue head on, one-on-one. Everybody in that region will begin to appreciate you. I give you an instance. When we were in school, those days, the governor gave the commissioner for education, he told him to come and fix the generator and know what student wants. No street light inside the campus, no gen sets, no enough hostels. And these were things he told the commissioner. So the commissioner came back and gave him feedback that they've started working on it. Gave him all manner of kind of hope. After 6 months, one particular day, the governor decided to come down to the school without anybody's information. He just gathered few of his security men, disguised himself, came to the school at night. Entering the school, there was no light in the school. Entering the school, the whole place was messed up.
Hostels.
So what he did was to call students, one after the other. He didn't go for the teachers, for the lecturers. He called students. What are the things you people are passing through? Why is there no light? They said there's no light. At least you can see for yourself there's no street light. He asked, he said there's no light. He asked, it's okay. He asked the A, because those days we don't have phone. All we have is a phone landline. And they had to quickly rush down to get the commissioner. He relieved him of his duty in the presence of students. He relieved him there. He relieved him of his duty there. And assigned, now called the vice chancellor, gave him the job directly. It became a direct level.
Beautiful.
And that was how, in less than 2 weeks, everything was fixed. In fact, we started seeing the structure of a new hostel. That is what governance should be.
This is what governance should look
So it's not every time you sit down and you want people to come and give you feedback. You will know, but sometimes they won't tell you the truth. You have to go to field. Yes. That's what the governor Soludo in Anambra, that's what he's doing now. Enugu State goes to the field. At the state, this one all of us every now and then. He goes to the field. You don't sit down, they confide on the office and
they tell you it's done.
And you just agree. So that's not governance. So that's what we think. Our president, all this is travel here and there. If he has taken these 10 days to come down to the southeast, I bet you so many things will change. Yes. If he has taken these 10 days to go to the northeast, so many things will change. Some of these military personnel that are the security people that are working wants to see you. You talk with them.
The authority.
I remember Obama goes to the field when these people were in Afghanistan. He will travel to Afghanistan to cheer them up.
Boost their morale.
You boost their morale. Yes. You give them the confidence. And their welfare package. They believe in you. They believe in the country. They believe in the struggle. That they're defending the unity of the nation. So these are the things that needs to be put in place. Then we move forward.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Daniel.
My take on this. Yes, Ifoma. So, this Amnesty, they are more like a human rights group. They were formed, it was formed or established in the year 1961 by Peter Benenson. And it's quite, disheartening like that the whole issue, the crisis we're having in Nigeria has actually gotten to other countries. They are now concerned. And there was something they highlighted, and that was the lackadaisical attitude of governors and the leaders to these particular complaints. people have been telling you that the insecurity is becoming too much and you're relaxed, you're balanced, you're not doing anything about it because probably it's not affecting your family or the rest of it. Now this particular crisis is no longer a normal distance. It has now become a systematic crisis, and something has to be done about it. Look at in 1999 Odi massacre in Bayelsa State, where a policeman was killed and military men stormed the community and killed hundreds and thousands of persons. And nobody was persecuted, nobody was arrested. This is not how we should be doing. Look at Lekki Toll Gate, the incident that happened at Lekki Toll Gate. Is it fair? Why is it that these people are not held culpable in all these things that they are doing? It's quite sad that even people outside the country, across borders, are kind of taking note of all these things, and they are advising us. Look at IMF telling us that we should reduce the number of these things that we borrow. How many times we borrow? That is too much. It's getting excessive, and we cannot do anything about it. Rather, I said yesterday that our president is jetting around the world. That is part of his bucket list. He wants to jet, and he wants to make sure that he accomplishes all this thing. Make sure that he gets to all the countries before probably his creator will. No, his creator will call him. That is his plan, and it's quite sad. Something should be done about it. All those people that committed this crime should be prosecuted. Nobody should be given preferential treatment.
Thank you.
They all should be brought to book.
We are all saying the same thing at the end of the day. These are not issues that you just ignore or you sweep under the carpet or you just put it under a pile of files. These are things that should take top priority because we are talking about human lives, and Nigerian lives are not supposed to be played or toyed with. Exactly. But anyways, we have to move on to a lighter story, in my opinion. The Niger state government banning any form of religious preaching in the state and ordered anyone who wants to preach to obtain a license. Now, it was also disclosed that the preachers have between now and the next 2 months to obtain their license. And in response, before that, they also said that they would have a panel where if you want to come, if you say you want to be a preacher, you want to obtain a license, they would have a panel and they would screen you, ask you some questions and what have you before you are now giving your license. Now, in response, the chief imam of the Federal University of Technology, Mina, reacted saying the government cannot dictate who to preach to and who not to preach to. But if abusive words are being used or they cause security threats, then the government can go ahead and oversee those issues. Now, the secretary of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Niger State Chapter, said that the Christian body is not aware of the ban. It's quite funny. When I read it, I had to take a double take. Wait, you are saying people should get a license before they are to preach. And is it that the panel is something that you still don't understand? They are going to have a whole panel where they call people. I want Mr. Oladimeji to start first. Sir.
To assess you.
How would that work? Now, my question is, are they crossing the line between their constitutional rights and infringing on the freedom of worship and expression? Mr. Oladimeji.
No one's right is being infringed upon in this situation. At all. But I do not, there are so many labels that I cannot speak right now. I don't know if it is about religious households or preachers on the streets.
That's another thing.
That's what I want to get. So if it is preachers on the street, it's not infringing on any right. Even if it is for religious households, it is still not an infringement on anybody's right. If you go to Rwanda today, all the religious bodies in Rwanda, they obtain license to practice and they pay tax. In fact, that religious, nuisance creation has been reduced in Rwanda. So come to Nigeria, see every now and then religious houses are opening, where business are supposed to occupy spaces, religious homes are occupying spaces. Now somebody is coming out to tell you that, look, to curtail this, if you want to go ahead, to own the religious household, to preach to the people your message of salvation, come, register, get a license. I don't think it's an infringement. It's not an infringement. Nobody is stopping you. You are just going under regulation. It's as simple as that. But, let me add, are not shoot, right? Even though it's a laudable policy idea, it is still not. It should not still be number one on the list of priorities of the Niger State government. So let me just put it there.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Daniel, what's your take?
The first things we need to get clarified. It says preacher. Now, does it cut across to the Muslim preachers and also the Christian preachers?
Yeah, I think it does.
So if it is both ways, fine. I want to align myself with Mr. Oladimeji. Nobody's right is being infringed. That is one. People must learn to be orderly if we want to get this country right. Because first, I will tell you, majority of the religion has failed. They have failed the society. Let's be honest. Now, in some mosques, you've seen security operatives invading mosques to arrest a man because they are inciting wrong preaching to the people. And that incitement are part of the things that created insecurity in the north.
Yes, it started religious.
That's how we started. Yes. Now, if you come to the Christendom, many churches here and there, we, like Mr. Lagos said, places where we need to have businesses. Everybody is forming, I'm a pastor, I'm a bishop, I'm this and I'm that. That is why they rented them, they rented bishops and all these things when the president was about to be elected. Then they will now say they support the Muslim ticket. That is part of the issue. Now, what the Niger State governor is doing is that I want to, Niger State is under a red zone for insurgency. Yeah. So I want to know the people who are the real preachers and who are the people that we need to inciting the wrong level of preaching. So come the way Governor of Anambra State did, that all the native doctors should come. They are profiling them up to date.
That's true. That's true.
Enugu State is profiling all the native doctors as well.
Oh, I thought that's what they were running to. I thought
no. They are profiling everybody. Profile them. Let's know what you have.
The powers you have.
The powers you have and what you operate on. Then, majority of them are tax invaders. They don't pay tax.
Oh, that's true.
So you have to profile them to know the people you are working with.
Makes more sense.
There are a lot of offerings going on in churches and in mosques and all these things. They need to profile them properly. In the US, TDJs pay tax. For dollars, they pay tax. All of them, they do pay tax.
So you're saying this, the entire state in Nigeria should emulate Niger State?
If possible,
okay.
They should.
Okay. So
that you know the right sort of people. Now, you saw an imam killing a girl, trying to use her for a ritual. The guy was just sentenced to death by hanging just 3 days ago. That's a preacher. You come to our Christendom, we have so many pastors that are in prison today, sentenced to death for defilement and doing so things that you can't even, and anybody just wake up every morning and start answering pastor. No. There are procedures. You have to go to school. You have to know there are schools of theology and all those things. There have to be something you must provide, so that we know if you're a preacher, we know that you're a preacher of the word of God. How many times do you hear scandals about some of the preachers, men of God that God called, not the ones that called God?
So some people have missed calls as well.
Yes.
Because they missed it and they just...
I don't have issues with him because a man is only a tree that was told they are going to cut it down and still remain where he is. The man is battling insurgency every now and then in Niger State. So he needs to know the people he's working. So there's no issues with that.
All right, thank you, Mr. Daniel. Now over to you, Ifoma. What are your thoughts?
Okay, before I say anything, I just want to read out the Constitution as regards this particular day.
Right.
Now, Section 38, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution, it states that every person shall be entitled to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, including freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom either alone or in community with others, and in public or in private, to manifest and propagate his religion or belief in worship, teaching, practice, and observance. Now, this clearly states that you can actually preach to people. Now, you know, religion is something that is extremely private, especially here in Nigeria. I mean, bringing up this particular law will make people it will make it look as if you're controlling people's faith and what they should, you know, believe in. But however, if there are extremists, just like what Mr. Oladimeji and Mr. Sacramento said, if there are extremist people that are, you know, bringing chaos to religious activities in this thing, there are better ways to, you know, curb them, you get, or stop them, than, you know, going away from the law. I mean, you should get a legal backing. Okay. You understand? So that people will know that, I mean, you have, when you're talking, you have something that is backing you, the law backing you. And not just that, I think the spiritual leaders, religious leaders, and the community should be involved so that they will not feel maligned or marginalized. Because now the Christian body say they are not aware of the man as well. And if wait, let me say something. If this is not actually done, I think it will stir resentment in the minds of worshippers or people that want to, you know, genuinely worship their God, and it might actually depolarize the entire system, because I mean, religion is one thing that has been causing, you know, a lot of havoc in Nigeria. All right, that's all right.
What I want to say is briefly, as very brief. Let me tell you, every state has their law backed by the Constitution. You just read one aspect where the Constitution allows people to publicly express their feelings. But there are other laws that say you will not do incitements. And the state law is there as well. That's what we call public pollution. Noise pollution. It's there. It's in the law. So every state has right to activate anything that will keep the state's unity. They have their law, they have their backings in the Nigerian Constitution. So once you are coming into the states to do any business or to do anything, definitely you must abide to the rules and regulations
of that particular state. All right, thank you very much. I genuinely enjoyed this conversation. Mr. Oladimeji, are you there?
Yeah, I want to if you might just read a section of the Constitution.
Yes.
And she just quoted that part that protects the rights of citizens, right? That's the rights to association. But I want to declare here, there is no illegal move that the governor has made.
Yes.
There is no infringement. Nobody's life is being infringed upon. Nobody is saying do not gather, do not associate. Yeah. What the government is saying is let us regulate the sector. And there's nothing wrong with regulating a sector at all, so that it can, you know, it can rid itself of
they should just get legal backings
and of the security threat that surrounds it. So I don't think it's not even a thought. There is no infringement on the Constitution.
Well, it was not backed by the law.
Okay, now let me just run. Thank you, sir.
Before he comes on board, no. Before he comes, hold on. Informer, hold on. Before a governor makes a pronouncement, he has sent this to the House of Assembly, the State House of Assembly. You should understand that. He is profiling. He is not stopping. And this guy have made it publicly. I mean, Mr. Oladimeji has just made it for you to understand. He said, come and be licensed. He didn't say stop. So it's quite two different things.
If you have your license,
continue what you're doing.
That's what they're saying.
Like I just told you now, the whole native doctor in Anambra State have been profiled.
It's not like I'm saying that what they are doing is wrong. you guys shouldn't.
No. Just everybody, you are expressing yourself and your own POV. Everybody cannot have the same POV. But on the matter, I want to say thank you to our analyst in person of Mr. Oladimi Oluwafemi, all the way from Lagos. Thank you for joining us, sir. And to you, Mr. Daniel Sacramento, as always, it's always a pleasure doing this with you. And my beautiful Ifoma Oji, it's always a pleasure doing this with you.
Anytime,
thank you so much. And also now to our VIP viewers, thank you for engaging with us so far. We see your like and your comments. Please continue to do so. Drop your comments in the comment section. Follow us across all social media platforms at Active Citizens. If you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube page, make sure you do that right away. You can find me on my personal page at Sharon NM Chiku. And you, Reformer? You can find me on Facebook at Oji Sophia and on Instagram at Miselex. Mr. Oladimeji.
I'm on X. I got Oladimeji on X.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. And Mr. Daniel is always in the studio. Till we see you this afternoon for As It Dey Hot. Do have a good morning.